the letter I.
Is this person a guy?
Yeah.
Is this person over the age of 30?
Yes.
Is he over the age of 40?
Yes.
Let's just keep running it up here. Is this person over the age of 50?
I don't believe so. Do you mind if I do a quick fact check? Is that cool?
Go ahead then.
Therese, is he over 5'0"? No, he's not? Okay. No, Zach, he's not.
Yeah, he's not an athlete, is he?
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Does he currently play?
No.
And I assume, with the age, he didn't currently play.
Good to clarify, though.
Did he play football?
No, this guy, no.
Did he play basketball?
No.
Did he play baseball?
Yeah, and I feel like, again, we're brothers. We're very similar wavelengths. I feel like now that you're to the sport, you're just going to get it.
Yeah, I don't see you going many different directions. Did he play for the Yankees?
Yeah.
And so now there's two guys that it could possibly be. I almost want to get this first one wrong. Is it Alex Rodriguez?
No.
That's just the clarifier. Is it Derek Jeter?
It is.
The worst cities to live in Illinois in 2023. At number 10, you have Bloomington, Illinois. And with the population of just 78,000 residents, they are the 13th most populous in the state, where your chances of being a victim of a violent or a property crime while living there are 1 in 53. At number 9, you have Joliet, Illinois, which is located just 35 miles southwest Chicago, where they have a population of 150,000 people. But your chances of being a victim of any type of crime while living there are 1 in 50. At number 8, you have East St. Louis, Illinois, which has a reputation of being one of the country's most violent cities. It always falls on Illinois' most dangerous cities, and although crime there is declining, it still has a crime rate 41% higher than the national average. At number 7, you have Granite City, Illinois, and this southern Illinois city has a population of just 28,000 people. But your chances of being a victim of a violent crime while living or visiting there are 1 in 32. At number 6, you have Chicago, Illinois, which is Illinois' largest city, and it is also infamous for its high crime rates. And with a population of 2.7 million people, they still have a violent crime rate 67% higher than the national average.
Oh my God,
At
this is
number
just
5, you
yelling.
have Champaign, Illinois, and with a population of just 88,000
But I'm curious to see what the other cities are.
23% of them are living below the poverty line. And your chance of being a victim of either a violent or a property crime while living there are 1 in 30. And the fourth worst city is Springfield, Illinois, which is also the state's capital. They have a population of 114,000 residents, yet they have a crime rate 122% higher than the national average. At number 3, you have Rockford, Illinois, the third largest city in the state with 150,000 residents. They also have a crime rate 3 times higher than the national average. At number 2, you have Peoria, Illinois, located in central Illinois with a population of around 113,000 residents. And violent crime is the problem there. They have a violent crime rate 141% higher than the national average. At number 1, you have Danville, Illinois, which is also one of the most violent cities to live in the country. They have a crime rate 214%.
Well, I mean, I guess we're good then, huh?
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind.
Yeah, I didn't. I fucking didn't. Well, like I knew, like now that I know now, like Swansea, Belleville, and Fairview are like not bad at all. Like yeah, we're in like probably like the worst part of like Swansea.
It's funny because Swansea isn't that big at all. Like Swansea's like full like square miles is probably like 2.
Yeah.
And it's like Fairview's pretty nice, Belleville pretty nice, Swansea arguably shit.
Yeah.
But it's better than most.
Like Swansea is literally just like a strip of road pretty much. Like think about it, cause you drive what, 2 minutes?
Bro, you drive a minute down the street, you're in Belleville.
Yeah, you drive a minute
And then
down
you
the street, you're in
drive,
Belleville, and then if you go the other way, you drive.
and then
you
5 minutes the other way, you're in Fairview.
Exactly.
Well, no, and then it's like maybe another 5 to O'Fallon, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But like literally, the street we're on is just Swansea, and then everything
But
else around.
think about it. Fairview has a bunch of stuff in it. Belleville has a bunch of stuff in it. Swansea just has like a schnooks.
Well, technically, it's just like you can consider Swansea just a part of Belleville at that point.
Yeah, true.
I wanna fuck with one of my exes. I throw the lob like it's nothing, like it's a fast.
Bro, just give me the 99 Thomas Morstead already. God damn.
Kimo was right. There is enough room for a hot tub. Not so fast, sister. This is still my room. Michelle, you heard Dad. You're moving in with Stephanie, and I'm getting this room all to myself. You just stay in your room. Stephanie moved out. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. Why am I arguing with a 4-year-old? At 4 3/4.
It's been 5 years. I'm not growing a garden. Leave me alone!
And I'm back on my grind. A second in my life. I'm sorry. Well, be sure to give me a call whenever you get back, Yusuke, so I can introduce you to my new boyfriend. Nice knowing you. Well,
How many times do we have to teach you?
hey, have a good game. You too?
Overtime, Megan literally turned her comments off again. What the fuck?
Yikes.
How about this?
I want the Heat. If I'm the Boston Celtics, I ain't scared of Jimmy
Did
Butler.
you
Let's get
have-
the brooms out. I'm going to my... Like he's just always in his own...
Like 80?
Enough.
80?
We didn't need a
Yeah.
countdown, bro.
Most were just
play
like
it.
pictures from what I heard, but I know there was at least like 20 videos.
20? What?
Yeah, I only saw like 4, and they're all not very long.
Wait.
The R word hurts
No,
my
it's
feelings.
good. He's had it sitting through school.
You pulled my authorization.
Yes, why are you yelling?
No MRIs, no imaging studies, no labs.
You also can't make long-distance phone
If
calls.
you're gonna fire me, have the guts to face me.
Come in here, fight me like a man.
You know, guys are either good at sex or good at golf. No in between.
Yeah, Boof. Please, bro. Come on.
Huh?
Come on, bro. And you know you're not playing no game right now. You just...
Someone's playing games with me. That's
Oh my
incredible.
god. Holy shit.
New game came out and I couldn't afford to play it. Who am I gonna watch? The Rat Brad.
Rescue.
I don't think you're lying. It's just like... It's just very confusing, that's it.
It is confusing. That's what's frustrating about it. So it's hard to describe.
Make me laugh.
Why did Helen Keller's dog run away?
Why?
You would
Especially if I ever have to. That's why I don't talk to my mom about shit. Because she just doesn't understand anything in general. But sometimes she's forced me to talk to things about her. And especially like with this, it's just confusing to anybody, including myself. So if she can't understand basic shit still, why the hell would she be able to understand this? You know?
Got a
No,
present for you.
I want to talk to her about shit like this, but she's just super nosy, so sometimes I don't have a choice. You know?
Don't worry, I didn't forget you.
Damn.
Why are y'all speaking to me like this?
Well,
Yeah, this shit is a rap straight burrito. The Los Angeles Fakers go down 3-0 to the Denver Chicken Nuggets at home. Remember when I said Nuggets were gonna win this series and all the Lakers fans were talking about Lakers in 5 and 6? LeBron out there looking old as shit. He going out sad, I'm not gonna lie. LeBron lungs don't work. He got dementia, Alzheimer's. The Infinity Stones are being fucking old. Yo, D'Angelo Russell is fucking ass.
No wonder.
He got the nerve to pull up to the post-game interviews just like somebody on team. There's no way the Lakers bring him back. Send his ass to Europe. The NBA was trying to extend this series so bad they gave Jokic his fourth foul for not touching Anthony Davis. The Nuggets literally challenged this play and they reviewed it and still said this was a foul. Who the fuck was on the monitor? Steve Wonder. Once I saw Jokic was out the game because of foul trouble.
Why do we still have these fucking Christmas cookies?
I'm gonna look them up and link to you.
They've been sitting in the fridge for long. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make those. I even told myself I should make these. I just completely fucking forgot.
Might as well make it or something.
Lakers is the equivalent of playing in front of a bad bitch. They be going stupid. From his post game to his touch around the basket to the fact that he's a 3-level scorer, his passing, his playmaking. Jokic is pretty easily the best offensive player.
I said I didn't know what you said.
This shit is a rap, straight burrito. The Los Angeles Lakers go down 3-0 to the Denver Chicken Nuggets at home.
I
Remember
can't
when I
hear
said
what you're
Nuggets
saying
were
at
gonna
all.
win this series and all the Lakers fans were talking about Lakers in 5 and 6? LeBron out there looking
So we
old as
just
shit,
stopped
going out
stuff.
sad, I'm not gonna lie.
Part of the reason is that I just can't hear that well out of my right ear right now. Like that for weeks. But yet mom doesn't give a shit. And yeah, so I don't know what to do with it.
Are you surprised?
No, not at all. It's just like, yeah, I need something.
And I wonder. That's real. That's why you just can't get sick, dog. Like, as simple as that, bro.
Because I don't get sick most of the time. If anything happens to Landon, though, it's a big problem. But if it's me, she doesn't give a fuck.
That's because you're the middle child, Boof. That's how it works, brother.
Really crazy how Landon gets to do anything he wants.
Because he's the youngest, brother. That's how it works.
Bro, my mom tried to justify that today. She cause Landon was like, yeah, they owe me like $100 for me doing my chores, and my mom was like, no, do we ever pay you for chores? I was like, no. And she was like, see, and I was like, well, hold on, well, wait a minute.
Well, wait a minute.
Exactly. The other day, she was also trying to say, like, why are you complaining? We used to pay your brothers back whenever they, and I was like, what? You never paid us back.
No, they still owe us like a two grand, I think.
$2,000 each, or like
Total.
$2,000 total? I'm about to say like $2,000 each. God damn, you're never getting that money back.
First check.
Yeah, our first, well, at least for Boof. Boof's first ever working check. He worked basketball season, and then I think he did like summer too. So he had like his first ever check he never saw a dime of.
Thanks. I only gave him the money because I was starving. Because they couldn't afford food.
Yeah, that's the thing. We had like no food in the house, nothing, and I was like, yeah, no, I got you. Basically, I used it to like keep the lights on and like put food on the table, which I get, right? But what fucked me up was when they're like, you know who pays the bills in this house? And I was like, well, I did.
Yeah, this is
true. My dad slapped the shit out of me.
Well, I did.
I was like, I did. I was like, me.
Never got that money back.
Yeah, for that, like, for that whole
bro.
month. Yeah, for that whole month, I was like, you can't tell me
if
shit.
it's already been a few years, bro, you're not getting that money back.
Bro, it's been like 10.
It's been like 8
Exactly.
years.
You're never getting that money back, bro. You bring it up all you want, you're never seeing those fucking money.
And then technically they did repay it in a way, so.
And then Landon got like $300 paid to him just for doing chores.
Yeah, I never saw a dime for chores.
Facts. And then he was complaining like a week ago, because after I mowed the lawn, I was like, "Well, fill up your tank." So
Oh,
rare,
W.
yeah, rare mom W. And then Landon's complaining, "Oh, like, oh, but you're gonna pay him." Want to slap the shit out of his little ass, like, cause like, bro, why are you complaining? They would have never gave us $300, bro. It was over $300 too. Not even to get paid. Like, bro, shut up.
Bro, you know what I
Like,
just realized?
It's not that deep.
It's really not.
it's not, but
Yeah.
it just pisses me off.
You
I
know,
swear it
bro,
is.
I just realized, you know that season 3 Jay Hilgenberg that came out?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm still using that.
You don't have
He's
a different center you can replace him with?
no.
Why don't you? Aren't you at like 54 out of
I'm like
50?
53, yeah.
Just get a normal center. Like, just get a
But he
99 center.
hasn't like wronged me. That's the thing. Like usually like you would think, oh shit. Usually like he would like, you think like he'd be shitty. No, like no, he actually it's not him that allows the most fucking sacks. It's my fucking guards and my guards are like 99s. Okay, bro. What the fuck?
That was a hiccup.
That was a hiccup? Okay, I can't be mad at it then. That was if that was an actual hiccup, that sounded actually kind of.
It was just a weird hiccup.
Yeah, that was a very weird hiccup.
I'm definitely not gonna eat the Spider-Verse burger.
Why not?
I do.
Bro, let's try it together, bro.
Alright, fuck it.
Let's try it
We'll
when we
go
get.
tomorrow.
No, bro, bitch, I ain't got money. What the fuck?
Who said we were paying for it?
Okay, how are we gonna get the burger then?
We'll just walk back there with Burger King outfit and make it.
Bro, I wish it was that easy. I really do. I really do, bro.
Yeah, I just put my last $10 in my gas tank, so we're not going anytime soon.
Look, when I get back Saturday from Gigi's graduation and they still have it on the menu, we can slide to it right quick.
Ramen.
You guys gonna do a video review?
No, I'm not gonna review that day. What if I die mid-review? I can't fucking. That's just. That's the shit that killed that fucking Krabby Patty inspector in that one SpongeBob episode, dude. Like. You laugh. Why are you laughing? Like, what the fuck would you?
Me?
No, fucking Nolan. I heard him, bro. I literally heard his that deep ass breath you take when you start laughing.
I thought he said I'm gonna smack the cracker out of you. Is crazy.
Who said that?
Chris, and everybody hates Chris. He said that to Phineas.
Oh yeah.
No, seriously, the actor of the white kid, Greg, and Phineas and Ferb, and everybody hates Chris is Phineas.
Yeah, you see voice Phineas.
That man Hen Dog was binge watching Everybody Hates Chris too.
Oh.
No, bro, had that shit fucking maxed out volume. Should have gone in there and fucking stomped on his head while he was asleep. Hinga dinga 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 dargan.
Valid. So remember that one time I saw this video, it was the Duck song, but it was edited, and he asked the dude at the lemonade stand if he had booth. Like, yo, pass the booth, and he didn't, so we shot him.
Valid.
What the fuck?
This is a real video. I don't know if I can find it, but I saw it on YouTube. It's kinda crazy.
You think the new college football game is gonna be good?
I hope so.
Probably not. If we're being honest here, it probably won't be, but if it's made by EA, then fuck no,
I'm
dude.
not gonna get my hopes up.
They said the sole focus was gonna be Dynasty. But I hope the second focus is Road to Glory. I low-key don't even want there to be an Ultimate Team.
I could care less about there being an Ultimate Team on NCAA. Why did he not go towards the ball? What a fucking dickhead. Why didn't he fucking go towards the ball? Fucking jackass.
Remember that one time when the dude yelled mashed potatoes at a golf match?
What?
No one knows what I'm talking about.
Wait, what did he say?
That time when that dude yelled mashed potatoes at a golf match.
Oh, can't confirm.
Yeah.
And he recovered his own fucking fumble. Oh my god. I get the punch out and he gets his own shit.
Yeah.
Why is he so open? This game's fucking dog shit.
Why haven't played it forever? Makes me go insane.
Boof, I'm pretty sure a big reason why you're still feeling the way you are is because you actually stopped playing the video game. Like, any type of game. It doesn't have to be necessarily Madden.
Yeah, you just gotta sit there soulless. So.
Like,
It's like,
at least give yourself something to do, bro. Like, instead
like
of just sitting there the whole time.
games on here, though.
Didn't no one just download a whole bunch of games for you?
I think so.
There's a ton of games on there.
Oh god. Just, I don't know, I get bored really easily. It's been like that for a while. Like, really can't even like enjoy anything most of the time. It makes me mad. And I just end up resorting
Why did he
to
stop?
doing nothing. Because nothing is enjoyable. So, it's just end up what I, that's just how it is. So it's not even purpose. Just like, just how it is.
Well, maybe instead of just sitting around, like you know, hoping it gets better, why don't you just like do something about it? Like actually play the game, take your mind off of it, for at least for a few hours or so.
Piss me off.
Then don't play Madden. It's a simple solution. Just don't play Madden. Like, you don't have to play Madden. There's other games on your P5 that you can play.
True that.
Like, you don't have to just play one game.
Just like I said though, I'll just get bored really fast. So
Yeah. What the fuck's that? What's the point of having the escape artist? That shit just does not work at all. Oh my gosh. This fade out play used to work every time early Madden this year. I don't know why it stopped working. That's why.
Yeah, I think they passed it.
Because for whatever reason, this like the out and up would just come open every time, and CD Lamb would just the best ad catch you ever seen.
There was this play on NCAA 07. I forget the name of the play, but so the outside receiver, right?
Uh-huh.
Like on the right side would run a post.
Mhm.
And then the tight end, he'd be like lined up on the line.
Mhm.
He would run a wheel route, but not like a conventional wheel. He would like go up and then out at 5, right? And then he would run like an out almost, but it was like a speed out, and then he would go back up the field behind the post. And I swear, if they were in man coverage or like cover 2, anything that wasn't cover 4, that tight end was almost always open. And even if he wasn't, he was matched up on like the slot corner most of the time. So he like that play was goated. And I remember, I think it was in like Madden 15 or something, and it just wasn't as good anymore. I just realized how good Madden 15 Loki was for like next gen. Like at the time, like the Xbox One and whatnot.
Mhm.
Because it wasn't animation based. You know, we don't give Madden 15 enough credit. Madden 16 was really good, but not because it was a good game. I think it was fun because it wasn't a good game. It felt like a video game, you know?
Facts. Facts. They introduced
Like, you
samples.
could shit on somebody and make the craziest catch you've ever seen with, like, Taylor Gabriel. It was
Facts.
insane.
We're gonna act like Taylor Gabriel just wasn't him, I guess.
And Taylor Gabriel was, like, a good route runner, and he was nice like that. But he wasn't putting his nuts on people's heads, you know?
So we're just gonna ignore the fact that he was goated though.
He was.
He was good.
No, I wanted you to understand, like, Demir Bird could, like, tabletop somebody.
Are you saying Demir Bird can't do that now?
No.
Why not? Because
No, he
he's
can't. He doesn't have the facilities for that big man. But, yeah, Madden 17 was, like, okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Same with Madden 18.
What about Madden 19, the greatest Madden thing?
Shut the fuck.
There was no way. What made Madden 19 so bad, bro? Honestly, I need to
Okay,
know.
so Madden 19 was the first year that they had like you could play it early on EA Access.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to understand is they had put it on a new engine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Madden 16, well, Madden 15, 16, and 17, right, were on Ignite 2. Actually, no,
Mm-hmm.
15 was still on Ignite 1, like the engine they used for the old one.
Mm-hmm.
And then they used Frostbite for 18. And that was like EA's new game engine, right? But it wasn't for sports games.
Yeah.
But 18, it wasn't bad. So then they used the new Frostbite, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Funny enough, they used Frostbite the year AB was on the cover, and sweet. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, new game engine, right? Download the
Mm-hmm.
game. And you always got to do like the intro game or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was the first year that they didn't do cutscenes, like, for the opening, so I was like, oh, this is kind of, like, kind of sucks.
Kind of whack.
Yeah, but I was like, whatever, it's like the beta, I guess, technically, or like early trial, so maybe,
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's just not there. So I squib kick it, right? Because it's on arcade. I'm just trying to run the dude's pockets, you know, with the hit stick. You know, he's running hella janky and slow, but I'm like, you know, it's a fullback. So, I mean, I guess, right? Hit stick, I'm like, oh, that hit stick animation was new. I was like, okay, that's cool. And when I picked up the ball, I felt like I was playing Tecmo Bowl, bro. The movement and the animation of them running, it felt like, okay, here's what it felt like. It felt like they had set everybody could run, like everybody's like movement was at the same pace, right? But they just lowered their speed based on like build. And what would happen was you would literally feel like you were running in the mud because your dude would look like he should be moving and he wasn't. And it was the stiffest movement ever. So like if you try to like make a cut, your dude would like jank into this. I don't even know, bro. The movement of the game was awful. And on top of that, it was the first year. It was the first year that they had power-ups in the game, like true power-ups. Because Madden 18 had power-ups, but it wasn't the same idea. It was like a set.
Yeah.
Madden 19 is the first year they had power-ups. And, like, the way it was, like, 20 through 22, it's not the same at all. It was, like, ridiculously expensive. Not only did you have to buy each card, training was really hard to obtain. Because players still quick sold for coins. You had to, like, earn training through, like, other ways.
What am I?
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
And then, on top of that, they had made linebackers like Jesus. And, like, think about, like, Ted Hendricks, right?
Yeah.
Any linebacker could do that. But not only that, every linebacker had built-in pick artist, acrobat, lurker, pretty much any like Madden ability today that like would make them get a better animation. They just all did it.
They just all had it.
You could cover if you were like, let's say there was a route at 5 yards, a route at 10 yards, a route at 15, a route at 20. You could cover all 4 routes as long as they were on the same side of the field. They didn't have to even be running like at the same pace. So that ruined the passing game, right?
Yeah. I would assume.
But the movement was so atrocious that the running game was impossible. And don't even get me fucking started on the routes. At the top of every route, the receiver would shit himself. He would be moving at like at whatever pace, right? And then when he would come into his break, he would just lose all momentum.
What?
You know how that happens on this Madden sometimes?
Yeah.
When you throw a route out of their break and they just like stop.
And they just stop, yeah. Hate it.
Yeah, it was like that, but imagine like you know, like imagine going through like a car wash. Like if you were to drive through a car wash, just like roll through and you hit like the part, how it would kind of like slow you down, you know?
Yeah.
In a way, like a buffer. That was how they would like almost like glide, but not in a way of like gliding, you know, keeping momentum. But they would like curling almost, you know? They would just kind of like dead weight through the rest of the route. And then not only that, every single fucking ball was a double animation. The DB's animating, the wide receivers animating, and as soon as you threw the ball, I'm telling you, the ball could be 30 yards away, and you could tell what was gonna happen. They were already
What?
in a predetermined animation.
Okay.
And then let's say on the off chance, right, that predetermined animation that was either going to end up in like an interception or an incompletion, right? Because if you got a predetermined animation, you knew you weren't catching the ball. The only way you could catch the ball is if you didn't get a predetermined animation, which
Okay.
never happened.
Never happened.
Because you're always getting a two-player animation. And, you know, every once in a while you get an ag catch, but the only way you get an ag catch is if the DB is significantly worse than the receiver, and of course this is MUT, so that never happened.
Okay.
So, what would happen is, you know, the DB would, you know, get in this animation and literally send the ball 10 to 20 yards in the air.
Okay.
So now you're just praying that the motherfucker hits the ground, right? And obviously it's not going to. Because he just kicked the ball. And that was another thing. The DBs could catch anything off a tip. But if a receiver even looked at a ball off a tip, he was gonna tear his ACL. And don't even be fucking started on trying to kick a field goal.
Kicking a field goal was that bad?
Bro, there was a hitch in the meter all year and they never fixed it. So you had to compensate for the hitch in the meter, but then when you got iced, you couldn't tell where the hitch was.
You couldn't tell the hitch meter was.
So nobody could make an ice field goal. So if it was at the end of the game and you got iced, and it wasn't like today where you could just put the fucking ability on them.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
You're not winning that game.
Exactly. And on top of that, Madden 19 didn't know how to fucking handle penalties.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ran a kickback for a touchdown, it was clipping every single time. Every time. You would run a kickback and be upset because you knew there was a clipping call.
Clipping is crazy.
And you would watch the replay, and you would be like 30 yards away from the closest person, and your teammate would just push a guy in the back. And you'd be like, why the fuck did he do that? And also, right? Bro,
Yeah.
moves obsolete.
Like
Completely
spin moves?
obsolete. Juke moves not working. Clanky as hell. Spin move, the slow. You think spin moves are slow now? Play Madden 19. But the worst part is, it wasn't like how it is today, where it's like, oh, spin move, you spin out. The jukes and spins were still predetermined animations. So you would have this slow ass fucking spin, and the defender would be like, oh fuck my ankles. But in the pace of him breaking his ankles would happen before you even finished your spin move. So it would look so dumb. And then on top of that, if you went into overtime and you kicked a field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you kicked a field goal and the clock ran out, they would just give the other person a win.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was, oh my god.
No wonder why you hated Madden 19 so much. That shit sounded god awful.
Bro, everybody hated Madden 19. Go watch Wheel of Mutt from that year. Obviously, you won't have a feel for the game, but you will see what I'm talking about. Sean, you know how much I play Madden every year. I didn't buy Madden that year. I waited till February to get it for free. I didn't even buy it when it was on sale. I refused.
Interesting. Hey man, sometimes
course,
you know,
I played the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, it's still the only football game that was out.
Yeah, of course.
But, like, I didn't really play it like that, you know? So that's why, you know, Madden 20 is technically not the best game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was such a giant upgrade for the biggest piece of dog shit that everybody was just like, this is great. And Madden 20 is
It was
still
crazy.
the best Madden game I've played in the past, like, I don't know, 7 years.
What, Madden 20?
Yeah, and it's not even that good. It was just fun because, you know, see, they did abilities right that year. You put whatever the fuck you wanted
On three
on 3
players, on
players.
just 3. Like, and everything else, like, was just fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
And that was the thing. But there was no acrobat
No.
because everybody was still an NFL athlete.
So they basically had just acrobat.
There was no
built in.
lurker because again, they're still NFL
Yeah,
athletes.
athletes.
There was no pick artist.
Because everybody's NFL
athletes. There was no fucking knockout.
NFL
Because
athletes.
that's ridiculous. That's not how the game of football works.
It's really not.
There was no zone KO either. Because again, that's not how football works.
It's not.
Honestly, Madden 20 abilities were kind of crazy. That you had streak specialists where they would just beat press.
Bro, that Moss like X Factor was nuts, dog. I remember watching that one TikTok where he lined up every single man on the defense, and then still got absolutely dome pieced.
Well, people would come out with that NFL 100 Randy Moss, and he would start the game with Moss, and some of them would have him at kick returner, so you know you only get it for one play.
Yeah.
So that would fuck it up. But what I would do is it only works from 50 plus yards out, right?
Yeah.
But I just onside kick it.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
even.
you know what? I'll give you the shortened field, because at least I know you can't score on one play. But another thing that I would do is I would just literally all out blitz. Like send 11. Because he's going to catch it anyway. I might as well just try to tackle you before you can throw the ball. But that was the thing. Like that year, they had video game abilities, but they were like realistic. They were closer to badges as far as 2K. Like you had post corner specialists. They were good at like post and corners. Deep out elite wasn't a thing. All those in elites, out elites, those weren't things. It was just like it was either, you know, it helped with route running, like movement. Yeah, it was either like route running or movement. That was all they were really for. Like human joystick was like cracked because it gave you like more fluidity, but like matchup nightmare was cracked. Bro, if matchup nightmare was still what it was on Madden 20, and you got like a slight glimpse of it with McCaffrey, but like if it was a box safety or a linebacker, you could throw it up, and as long as you activated the animation between those two players, and what you would do is you just lead it up the field and bullet it and ag, and it would work every time. But there could be like 7 people on him. As long as he got the animation with the linebacker, he was fucking all of them bitches up. It was crazy.
It just sound crazy. Shit, Madden 20 was just so good.
It was good because it was an arcade game.
Yeah.
It was a video game. That's the thing. People, like, nowadays with sports games, they want to make it hyper realistic, right?
Yeah.
Like with real player movement and all this shit. But the problem is they're trying so hard to make it realistic. They're making it unrealistic.
I just played probably one of the best Madden games I've ever played in my life. The closest Madden games of my life while no one was ranting on about Madden 19. So, yeah, I gotta. This was a good game that's going on CGS. So,
have you ever heard Tommy tell the story about Madden 19?
No.
Yo, he has totally. I think you forgot it, but basically, it's 2020, right? Like it's towards the end of Madden 20.
It's yeah.